get right here on this, right up under his leg. We're going to leave the edges alone, because that is the only place where light is likely to hit the underside of that. It's not going to be hitting where he's contacting the underside of his legs, but it might right out here and maybe right here. So we're going to leave that open. Okay. So got that so far. That's probably sort of a shady little area back in there too. Okay. Alright. So we got that first shadow. And I don't think that I want to do any more shading on this, but we will do some highlights. So let's go back to the teddy bear brown again. And I'm not even really going to do much anything to it. I'm just going to do a second coat over the higher areas here. We're going to get a little more selective with where we hit. So let's grab and pull up along this edge. Okay. Oh, I'm really off camera, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So we're getting some highlights right there. Alright, so we got that there. Let's actually get some highlights going on in the place where I said we might actually see some. So some right there. Maybe a little right here on the hip. Just a touch underneath on that corner. I think that looks nice. Okay. Alright, so let's do the next level of highlight, and we're going to get a little more of that bright yellow. This bright yellow I'm talking about is actually moon yellow from folk art. So once again, not a GW color. Though I do think it actually looks, if memory serves, like a bad moon yellow. So just happen to also have moon in the name. Alright, so we're going to mix a little bit of that bright yellow with the teddy bear brown. Let's make sure we get that watered down enough. Okay, so we're just sort of picking at the very top points here. Alright, got that, and just a little along this edge here. Just a smidge. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's not forget about this front area. Okay, got that there. And we're going to do something a little bit extra on the fur here. We want to make sure and highlight that so it stands out a little more. So what I think I will do is add just a little teeny bit of white. We don't want to wash it out and have it looking chalky. So just a little bit on the high points of the fur. Nothing too intense. Just the littlest bit on the brightest fur points here. So, yeah. We want to get some emphasis right here around the face. So, okay. Alright, before I overdo that, let's stop with that one. Actually, I think I would like to get one more level of highlight there on the cloak. So just tiniest bit. Okay. Just here too, I think. Okay. Alright. I think that looks nice. So, let's see, what's next? Let's go ahead and get the pants and the fur there. Let's do those darker brown. So let's go with, why not stick with the burnt umber? Let's go with the burnt umber. We got some on the palette already. Just add some water to it. And we're just going to go over the whole lower area of the model here. And we'll get the boots too with this. We'll do some slightly different washing and highlighting on that one to set them apart. Make sure we're keeping this watered down. See, here we go. And this is essentially almost as dark as this area is going to get here. It may get a little darker. We may try and do some extra shadowing on the underside. But because we're using the same colors here, the darks here and the darks there are going to be similar. You're going to have a lot of color harmony, if you will, on the model. So I think that tends to make a finished paint job look a lot better when you've got some color harmony, if you will. make sure we got it all covered here. Okay. Now that being said, I feel like maybe we should come back in here and do a little more highlighting on that corner to help break apart those two areas, because they're both fur, and the only thing that really separates them is the pattern of the fur. So let's go back over here to the yellow and teddy bear brown. I'm gonna have to put a little touch more on the palette here. So I waited too long. My little tiny bits of mixes dried up. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Now, let's get just a slightly brighter highlight down here. If I can get the paint to get off my brush, maybe in better shape. Okay. There we go. Much better. Do want to sort of clean up this edge here just a little. I don't think we didn't really fade very well. Okay. So, all right. I feel a little better about that now. All right. So now we've got that, but it still looks like we've got a spot up here on the top of this leg that didn't go. Okay. There. Well, no. Still no. No, I think it's just the reflection. Okay, so here we are with that. And got one more sort of phantom spot here. No, it's definitely, there we go. Okay. Got covered on that now. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a wash on this now. And this time we're just going to use Devlin Mud, no sepia. We just want this to be super dark underneath there, and we're gonna leave the tops of the legs alone when we do this. At least the apex of them. We're not gonna just try and drown them in that. Actually, we'll probably just go over the whole thing. Let me just water this down a little more, and then it'll handle it. And we'll do a second coat on the lower portions of the leg. So. Yeah, it is getting really remarkably dark down there. Okay. So we'll just do full leg coverage there, and then we will come back in and do a little more washing on the lower portions of the leg to get those darker, and then we'll do some shadowing and then some highlights. But I'm going to stop for just a minute and hit this with a hair dryer.